and you are listening to America's one and only Jewish Moments in the Morning radio program, heard on listener-sponsored digital radio around the world, the web at NachumSegal.com, on the Nachum Segal Network, and, of course, the beloved NSN app. Guess what? Camp Nesher is celebrating its 30th anniversary, honoring our good friend Jeff Braverman. I cannot possibly think of a better guest of honor for a Camp Nesher 30th anniversary celebration. It's happening this coming Saturday night at Congregation Keter Torah in Teaneck, New Jersey. It starts at 8 p.m., and with the many, many decades that Jeff spent over at Camp Nesher, I would imagine that there are thousands of alumni and staff members who served very happily, at least the majority of them. I am sure many, many people listening right now and who eventually will hear this broadcast once it's sent out to everybody on every list out there, who are going to want to attend this coming Saturday night. Go to campnesher.org/Nesher30. Again, that's campnesher.org/Nesher30. And the rumor is that as Jeff Braverman moves on, our good friend Johnny Shlagbaum is going to be taking over the helm, the top position over at Camp Nesher. So Camp Nesher, a place that I joked with these gentlemen that I've never visited. I have been a fan since day one. And we welcome both Jeff Braverman and Johnny Shlagbaum into our studio here at JM in the AM. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Nachum. Thank you so much for having us in.
Yes, you Nesher old-timers, you.
I'm a little bothered by the fact that, yes, we were joking about the fact you haven't been, and yet you and Johnny are making plans for this summer.
Well, Johnny's hell-bent on making sure I visit, so I can't blame the guy.
This is going to be his first summer.
Oh, did I? Oh, there we go. Sorry, Johnny. Go ahead.
This is going to be his first summer here. That's it.
That's right.
30 years, and Johnny Shlagbaum's going to get him to come.
That's nice.
How many times have I been to Lake Como in my life? But finally, I'll stop by Camp Nesher. Beli Neder, as they say. And let's alert Josh Chaitovsky also. So if I'm already coming to Nesher, I should take a tour of his facility that he's invited me to 1,000,000 times to come see. So Lake Como has expanded over the years, huh, Mr. Braverman?
It has.
It's become a thing.
It has. And
it's a Jewish neighborhood.
It really has. And Josh Chaitovsky, a product of a Camp Nesher alum.
Seriously?
Yes, he's one of our boys. He now has Camp Como Pizza there with his pizza and sushi and all the.
So that's why you guys get preferential treatment in downtown Lake Como.
No such thing. Everyone gets preferential treatment.
I get that, but you guys are like VIPs, and now I understand why. Amazing. So Nesher's first year was what year?
The summer of '96 was our first summer.
Wow.
And, it was a minute or two, Nachum.
And I'm not joking when I say thousands of alumni and staff members. I mean,
it's no joke. We figured a few years back we were getting pretty close to that 10,000 mark. So we've surpassed that. And
just for this Saturday night's event, the committee is impressive. You got some amazing names on this committee. I'm assuming it's going to be well attended Saturday night. Are you getting that feeling?
We are getting that feeling. We're seeing that. We're factually seeing that we're also getting notes and we're getting support from many of our alums who are not anywhere near here, who unfortunately can't come. We do have some people who are coming in, which is really, really nice.
From other areas of the country?
Other areas of the country and out of this country. Toronto, we have coming in.
Toronto, Florida, Israel.
People who've just written notes and said this is a place that has meant so much to us.
We know what camp does for people.
I mean, it's really incredible.
Nesher, the colleagues that you have out there, a lot of camps doing great jobs and really enhancing everyone's education as youngsters.
Yeah.
We know that.
Absolutely.
What year was your first year?
My first year was as a camper in 1998.
Oh, early on.
Very early, second year of camp and third year of camp, sorry. And I didn't really know.
Have you been there ever since?
People. No. So I came in 1998 as a camper. I was there for 2 years as a camper, 5 years as a staff member. I was sports staff, assistant athletic director. I met my wife in camp, Alana Rosenbaum, now Alana Shlagbaum, and 12 years later, I came back.
What number couple were they? Do we know?
3.
You know that for a fact.
I think number 3.
Yeah, we have a list.
I have a list.
The official
I
list.
have a list. We're in our upper 30s.
Ah, you're a real Jewish camp. You got a list. You're a real Jewish
I got a list. I met my Basher dad.
Right. It's all about the matchmaking. That's what it's all about. Anyway.
That'd be a good T-shirt for Saturday night. I met my Basheret.
Yeah.
Right. That's right. Well,
it's an old tradition in co-ed camps. What can I tell you?
I remember very well growing up in Marashah. I met my Basher dad shirts, sweatshirts,
Did we
T-shirts.
start the first year? Do you remember what year was your first year in Marashah?
No, my first year in Marashah, I was in Nitzani. I was in Nitzani.
What year was that?
It was 74.
Wow. So you remember 81, the 18th anniversary?
Yeah. I was.
You were there at 74. It's like year 12, year 11.
Yeah, I was there. I think it was the year before they put in the stairs to the Merkaziyah.
Wow.
Something like that. I just saw Zush Motecha
Where'd
at
you
his
see it?
great-grandson's bris, Baruch Hashem, the other morning. It was great.
He's not a great-grandfather. Come on.
He's just a great grandfather.
Unbelievable. I knew this would turn into a memory lane thing, but we do have to talk. So you, Johnny Shlagbaum, you are now officially the director.
I'm officially the director.
You're the head honcho.
It's a little crazy.
You're the chief. You're the man.
Unreal.
John,
do you walk into camp this summer at all? Like, are you going to be there at all?
We'll see. We'll see. First of all, Johnny's letting
if he's
you
invited.
in.
No, I got it. Well, on my coattails,
only
maybe
if he's invited.
But no official role. Like you're not required to be there.
I'm not required. I am officially the director emeritus.
Right.
I am
advisory role.
Yes, I am helping. I'm helping out a little bit here or there. Helping. We're working on some really cool things. I'm helping with some much needed fundraising at Nesher. We're working on
because
on
you're
a project.
affiliated with. How does it work?
Well, Camp Nesher is a camp of the New Jersey Y camps.
Right. And it always has been.
Yeah, I was hired by NJY camps.
Right.
Originally way back when it was a partner project with the Sephardic Community Center in year 1.
Right,
I was a co-director with Marty Maskowitz. We started this camp together at NJY camps, and they partnered together with Sephardic Community Center originally with the idea to make a camp for that community as well. I was going to bring the Ashkenaz piece, and Marty was going to bring kind of represent from the Sephardic the Syrian community to bring the summer camp together. And back then in year 1, we ended up with 93 Ashkenazi kids and 3 from the Sephardic community. They weren't ready to leave Deal for the summer just yet. It was a great idea. It was a great concept. But after that first summer, that partnership ended. And I took over myself.
Are there other Y camps? Are there other New Jersey Y camps?
Yes, New Jersey Y camps is an incredible organization.
Which ones would I have heard of?
In Milford, I don't know if you will have heard of them or not, but Camp Najwa and Cedar Lake and Teen Camp.
Najwa was Missouri for a year.
Right, so Najwa rented their campground to Missouri.
During COVID.
Right.
Cedar Lake, you said?
Cedar Lake, that's Najwa is their camp for 1st through 6th grade. Cedar Lake is their camp for 7th through 9th grade, and then they have a teen camp for 10th and 11th.
You've heard of Camp Surprise Lake?
Sure. I have.
You know why I bring it up?
Why do you bring it up?
I had someone at my Friday night Shabbos table this past week, just a couple of nights ago, who in 1969 was in Camp Surprise Lake, which I was surprised to find out is still open.
Yeah.
And is the longest running Jewish summer camp in this country.
That
did you know
I did not know.
Yeah, it started in the 1920s. Started in the 1920s. And if you ask the legendary people in the world, like I asked Stanley Felsinger, like some of the legendary people in Jewish camping, they all were familiar with the camp as it was.
Well, New Jersey Y celebrated 100 years.
A few years ago.
Really?
So that's interesting.
Did they start before 1920?
I think so. They started. I think it was. Is it 1919?
So maybe it's an independent Jewish camp.
Yeah,
maybe
that could be. But,
wow. They're both legendary.
You know what? Once you pass that certain, we'll give it all. We'll give everyone.
Once you pass the century mark,
they all get their due. To say the least,
we're pretty happy we made it to 30. Yeah.
Say that again. Meanwhile, Lake Como, to the casual observer, has become known for two things. You know, it's funny. You guys know how incredible the programming is, how fantastic your staff is, all the great things that are happening every day. And obviously you've gotten to the point, as you said, where you have thousands and thousands of satisfied, camper steppers. But as an outside observer who just hears the news of what's going on in the mountains, we hear two things about Lake Como. You ready? Bears, which were not there in our day, I don't think. Right?
Well, they were, but not to this extent. You don't remember, like, sometimes they'd go, bear, and the guys would go and grab bats.
As a camper, you remember that?
Yes, I remember. Yeah. And people would say, what are you going to do when you get to the bear?
Right.
What are you going to do when
What's
you get
your plan?
What's the end game there with the bear, with you and your bat, Mr. Tough Guy?
But am I right or wrong that your campus had the most encounters with them? Is that not true, or it is true?
Nesher?
Yeah.
Definitely not.
It's not true.
Definitely not.
And it's so funny because that's what seeps in from upstate to here.
No. Years and years and years ago, in the very, very early years,
right,
we had a situation with a bear.
But today it's nothing like that.
And what happened was that caused me to make a decision to rid all food from campuses. Right. And
which a lot of the camps followed, by the way.
They did follow after a little bit of, we're not going to, but they did follow us.
Right.
But we had an incident. Right. But after that, once we cleaned up, we
I hear the Pringles company suffered. Is that true or not?
By the way, it's the number one question I get. Johnny, now that you're taking over as director, are you going to allow food in the bunks?
Yeah. Now's the time.
I got to take some wins, Jeff.
Now's the time to leave your
Johnny,
mark.
let's just see. Let's see what the changes.
This is the Who Misses Braverman era. Come on. And, of course, the other thing is, and we hear about this all the time from Lake Como, is power outages.
Oh, that's been crazy.
Including this past summer.
This past summer was
crazy.
Bad. That was hard.
It's been crazy.
But you know what's funny about the whole thing? When I saw, because how do I know about this? No, but I think you'll agree with it. I think you'll agree with this. How do I know about any of this? Because I go to the Catskills for a Shabbos or two, and of course parents are up there, and this is what they're talking about. It seems to me that the resilience of the kids, even today, is remarkable. Even with the spoiled atmosphere we have and everything that goes on in 2025 and every convenience that every kid is used to, it still seems like they handled it well. Am I exaggerating or not?
You're not exaggerating, but they had a little bit of help, something that wasn't there in previous years.
And that is?
You know who really has benefited? The generator companies.
And they're available, these generators?
Well, we now have generators.
That sit there the entire summer.
We have generators. We have permanent generators on our Chadar Ochel, on our health center, on our office, on our water well.
So you are never losing water. You're never losing power in the dining room. So the bunks is the problem.
So now it's the bunks.
Got it.
And that. So yes, you need resilience, and you still need that. But in the old days, meaning as of even 4 or 5 years ago, you needed, and we had some lengthy power outages, and you need that resiliency.
So when you hear that the power's gone out, now it's not nearly the same panic as it was.
Not the same panic. Right. No, it's not lining up cars along the way and lighting all your Tisha B'Av torches and having like a Tisha B'Av march from the Chadar Ochel after dinner every night to get back to
You basically remember everything that's happened.
It went pretty well. It really went well this year. I mean, it was like 3-4 days that we were without power.
Over a Shabbos. But the weather really cooperated. It was nice and cool, actually, so it really helped. But
what came through this year with the big one, we had hail size of golf balls.
Right.
Actually, I'm going to show you a picture. When we're done, I'm going to show you. I have the picture.
Were the kids indoors at least?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. We got everyone indoors.
Every single person indoors.
Just got them. It happened for about 10 minutes. It caused ruin throughout camp. It left. The sun came out. Buildings.
4th of July.
The power was knocked out for like 3-4 days, and it was crazy.
Because I got to tell you, and I hate to bring this up, but I'm sure it's gone through your minds. You know that obviously camper safety is the number one priority.
Yes.
And I can't even read a story anymore about what happened in Texas. I can't even. I see it come on the TV. They have a lawsuit now. I tell Stacy I got to change the channel. It's crazy. It is the greatest pachad, the greatest fear of being a camp director, of being anybody on a staff, of any, supervising in any capacity. And that's why I say when these hail golf balls show up, People don't realize that you've got to take action to protect it. God forbid one kid suffers some type of serious anything.
Right.
That is, and I've been asked a lot of questions over all of my years. What makes you lose sleep? What makes you, and to be a camp director, a sleepaway camp
Correct.
director, you have to have a certain, there's a certain, you have to be able to really prioritize in your mind what's important.
Correct.
And what isn't. And you also just have to be able to be quick on your feet.
Correct.
And make the decisions quickly that you have to make.
Even if they're unpopular. Because kids don't always like to run indoors when there's an opportunity to mudslide.
It is crazy. And you have to, like, I'm a pretty laid back kind of guy. But when it comes to the safety in camp, I can get pretty riled up and pretty tough and pretty scary. And that's just, and kids don't understand it's for their own safety.
Only way to do it, obviously.
I'm smiling and laughing because I remember after this blackout, a day later, for like 5 minutes, the power went out and all of Boys Campus came marching up to the office. Remember what they were chanting? No power, no shower.
Yes, we had that brief power outage.
Oh my gosh!
Everyone thought it was. And
after 4 days of having no power, and then the power coming back on, and then it went off for like 5 minutes, and everyone's like, "Oh no, not again!"
Yes.
But Boys Campus made light of the situation.
Unbelievable.
These are the stories. Yep. These are the moments that on Motzei Shabbos people are going to be talking about from all their various years.
You know how many times people will ask me, how do you know how to do that, like a skill, or how do you know how to handle this type of situation? It always comes back to camp. It always comes back to camp. You're without your parents. You're a kid or a staff member on your own. You're making decisions. You're figuring out what to do. You don't realize it until obviously you get to all these years later how much of an effect a good camping experience. I always make the argument, and boy, I don't know what our friends, the principals of the schools, think whenever I say this, but if I had a choice of sending a kid to camp as opposed to the other 10 months sending it to school, I probably in the end would choose camp.
It's
because it's so valuable. Yeah. It's such a valuable experience in so many different ways. All right, Jeff Braverman and Johnny Shlagbaum are both in our studio. They stole our concept about past, present, and future on their ad. You stole our little idea that we've been doing for 40 years. But I'm gonna forgive you guys. I know you both so well. I'm gonna forgive you.
Steal is
strong.
At least we didn't do. Hold on, Jeff. At least we didn't do L'Dor Vador.
We didn't do L'Dor Vador. Everything is L'Dor Vador. We see everything. Oh, L'Dor Vador, L'Dor Vador.
Because they wrote honoring our past, celebrating our present, building our future. Many people would think that's a takeoff of what we say, but hey,
you know what?
We're friends. So you can do it.
There you go.
Some people learn things from camp. Others learn it from JM in the AM.
There you go.
I have been coming to JM in the AM since my first little tape that I made back in 1990. So I've been listening. You have impacted me greatly.
That tape came up in conversation. I wish I would remember where. It came up recently in conversation. I don't remember what it was. Maybe a school was performing one of your songs or something.
That could be, but not only that, but back 5 years for Nesher 25, we did a video, an online. Remember I called you about that we were going to raise money online kind of thing, a la your marathon. Correct. And I got some advice from you that we did call you.
Well, Speaking of his tapes, sorry, just shameless Jeff Braverman plug over here. This past summer for one of the, we were trying to think of moments throughout the summer how we can honor Jeff.
Right.
And for Shiriyah this year, we had each campus do a song or really a mashup
Maybe
of songs.
That's what I heard
from Jeff.
Maybe that's what I heard.
And it was amazing because a lot of the kids, they're younger kids. They haven't heard a lot of the stuff out there from the 1990s and early 2000s. And we did some of Jeff's classics, and it was amazing.
Nice. It was actually
they pulled it off.
It's very.
Oh, it was amazing.
Who was your music director?
Well, for all the way through, it's been Daniel Hankin.
Wow.
Just until recently.
That's a good choice.
Daniel,
29
Who's going to be doing it this coming summer? Do we know?
So this past summer, his son Sammy Hankin took over.
Also talented, huh?
Oh my gosh.
It's unbelievable.
And he sounds
will he be there again?
exactly, God willing, he will be there.
Middle of negotiations.
He sounds...
Hey, it's only November, Nachum.
It's amazing. He sounds exactly like his father.
I know what goes on in November at camping. Don't worry. I know about the flexibility of this month.
We're working on it.
It ain't like negotiating in June, I can tell you that much. All right. This coming Saturday night, the Camp Nesher 30th anniversary celebration. All you're asking people to do is show up.
That's
especially if they're Nesher alums or Nesher staff members. They should come and enjoy.
Come
reminisce.
Reminisce.
That's what it's all about.
Come say hello. Come join your friends. See, your past campers, your past counselors. Rabbi Tully Besser.
He's coming?
He will
coming.
Be there.
Reva Borgen, camp mother, the original camp mom.
Daniel will be there. And we have staff and campers from year number 1 who will be there as well.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. We've got camp mom number 1, Reva Borgen. I think I saw Dasi Silverman on the
our current camp mom, Alyssa Green.
I saw Viva Gold. We're going to go camp moms, Alyssa, right? Camp moms,
right.
Many coming. All these camp moms who took care of you throughout the years. Come say hello to them. That Rabbi Kramer's going to, just the names of people coming. There's just a lot, and it's really going to be special. Nachum, I was looking the other day at the list, which grows every day, and it's a really incredible, daunting, and a little bit overwhelming for me to look at a list and realize that I know every single name. Every name. There's not one name on that list that I don't know, and that somehow I have had some sort of relationship with. I mean, I have some friends coming from different points who are at Nesher, but they're coming in support of, which is so generous and beautiful for me, from other walks of life. Music, being a chazan in Buffalo since I was 15.
Are you still in Buffalo?
I'm still in Buffalo. And so I have, people who were...
So you have me beat. How many years is it?
42.
Wow. We were
wondering.
I just did 42 in Staten Island this past Rosh Hashanah.
I don't have you beat. But,
so you don't have me beat. I thought, because we were trying to figure out. We did find somebody who was more than 42. Of course, I don't remember who it is. I don't want to promote that.
2 years. 2 years. My year in Israel I didn't do, and there was a year I was a youth director somewhere I didn't do. So it's 42.
So there you go, Nachum. You have it.
Well, thank you very much, there, Johnny. I'll be more than happy to accept the award.
Whether it's just from various parts beyond, and I look at this list, and it's really an incredible thing.
So how many times, I'm sorry for obsessing over this, because this was our whole big thing. My brother would always say to me when I was younger, he would always say, you're the only guy who has davened for the Yom 30 times under the age of 50. When you were 50, how many times had you done it already?
Well, so now I'm 59.
Oh, so you have me beat on that one. You did it over 30 times before 50, right?
Yeah.
See, we found another award for Jeff.
I have not done it over 30 times.
Where are you on Rosh Hashanah?
I am at the Young Israel of Scarsdale.
Oh, come on. That's not like Buffalo. Come on.
12 years.
It's
actually,
just like Buffalo, Nachum. What are you talking about?
Totally. Rabbi Jonathan Morgenstern.
They love him. Oh, they love him in Scarsdale. They love him. He's their. When I see people from Scarsdale, Johnny, Johnny, that's our chazan. That's our chazan.
Well, I would imagine so, frankly.
Yeah, they love.
Why wouldn't they? But Johnny. Also, Rabbi Morgenstern, very popular. Very popular.
I'll tell you, when the two of us get up there, I'm getting up there for Musaf, and him and his son Simon, actually, they get up there with me, and we daven together, and it's really amazing.
Johnny comes back from this. I got to tell you, he comes back. I got to sometimes have to just close his door. He comes back from Israel Scarsdale on such a high from davening with this community.
I love that
community. And with Rabbi Morgenstern, he loves them, and they love him.
They're amazing.
Beautiful.
They're amazing.
Unbelievable.
Listen, you I don't have to tell you guys. You get up there for the Yom Noraim, and you build relationships through your tefillah.
100%. Yeah, we could talk about this for the next hour also. Maybe you'll come back in Elul, and we'll have a talk about it. What do you do? You go up there Erev Yontif or a couple of days before?
I go up Erev Yontif, Rosh Hashanah.
Where do you do Tashlich? Ask him where he does Tashlich.
Niagara?
I do Tashlich at Niagara Falls. every year.
How cool.
What an effective way to get rid of SIDS.
Every year. And sometimes when I feel a little extra burdened, I actually get on Maid of the Mist and go up close. I do. This is not a joke.
That's hilarious.
I send pictures. I go, this year I think I need some extra unloading.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So you go up there.
I love it.
And the weather that time of year is still reasonable.
Sometimes it gets a little warmer.
But it never has snowed there, Yom Kippur.
No.
That hasn't happened.
It hasn't happened.
Wow.
It hasn't happened.
I went to high school with a Buffalo in Steve Wall.
I just saw Steve recently.
You know that he's Buffalo.
Yeah, Steve and Andy. Yeah. Terrific people. I think they were cattle. Their dad was a cattle farmer,
rancher.
That's incredible.
And Miss B, who used to teach in Manhattan Day School, the other Buffalo Bills fan that I knew. I'm trying to think if I knew of anybody else. I think that was it. I think those were the two Buffalo Bills fans that I actually knew over the years. Oh, Dr. Laz. Dr. Laz is Mamish Buffalo, yeah.
Right.
He actually went to the Super Bowl to try to put a tefillot on Marv Levy.
Right. So Dr. Laz's very, very dear friends are coming to this. The Steins, Cheryl and her Stein, are coming to this Malava Malka.
All comes back to Dr. Laz.
I see Dr. Laz every once in a while. He's
amazing.
He's at their house.
Just look up in the rafters. He's hanging from there.
Nachum, do you know when I was starting this camp? I came on JM in the AM. I came to
East Orange, New Jersey.
East Orange, New Jersey. I had, I'd been there several times, from a music standpoint. We had a relationship from camp and from music. And I told you I'm starting this camp, and you invited me on. And I'm steeped in nostalgia in general, but here I am. We're sitting in your offices now here in Teaneck, far away. Yeah, not that far away, but it's far away and
eons away.
I joked with you this morning. My car wanted to take me to Uppsala.
It automatically goes there.
It wanted to, but I think about that, and I'm appreciative. I'm appreciative for so much. Thinking about.
Well, you and I met 45 years ago. I don't know if you realize that. We met 45 years ago. That's when we met.
Okay.
Summer of 81.
I will take your word for that.
We had, even though you were younger than me, we had mutual friends that, and also you were an out-of-towner. There's always that attraction, the nicer kid. Oh, I better be careful. I shouldn't say that. But, it was always, the schmoozers were usually the ones who were from hundreds of miles away, that type of thing.
Montreal.
Where are you from originally, Mr. Schlagbaum?
Toronto.
Oh, so you're a fellow Canadian.
There you go.
That's it.
Although I'm the only one that holds a passport. I don't think you have a Canadian passport anymore.
I don't, actually. I actually never did. I was an American. To
be quite honest with
you, never had a Canadian passport.
I was born in my parents were packing boxes. I was born East 28th and Avenue P.
So you're never really Canadian.
How many years were you in Canada?
Citizen. I was Canada almost. We moved right after I was born. Literally right after I was born, and we moved to Detroit for a few years. My father was in Chino. We moved to Detroit, and then I think 3 years later, we moved to Montreal. I was in Montreal by 69, 70.
Well, his French is 100 times better than mine.
I lived there till 90.
Well, that's why his French is better. He's from Montreal.
There you go.
But also, he never had that. Now I understand why. He never had that serious Canadian accent. He never had
not as serious, but I said A.
You did?
I said A amongst the best.
I still do.
Yeah.
I still do. Mostly when I'm talking to fellow Canadians.
Yeah, but to everyone, I was a Canadian.
I was rooting for your team in the World Series.
Everybody was.
Right. Correct.
Everybody was.
The whole world was.
Let's not talk about that one.
And you were this close, and I can't even think about that as a baseball.
I couldn't. I
can't even think.
That was brutal.
You couldn't talk.
If it happened to my team, I would not have slept that night. And I know people think I'm nuts saying that.
That was brutal.
It was
really funny. Short story. I was in Young Israel Scarsdale that Shabbos. It's part of my, I go Yom Neraim. I'm there for Shabbosim. And I'm talking to Rabbi Morgenstern that night. He goes, oh my gosh, Game 6 tonight. That's crazy, Johnny. You're going to miss them winning the World Series. I'm like, there's a piece of me that kind of wants them to lose tonight so I could see it,
Game
right?
7, right?
And then they not only did they lose, They lost in heartbreaking fashion.
They could have won it 5 different times.
It was
Story of a Toronto fan's sporting life.
Well, there you go, folks. We went from the high of Camp Nesher to the low of leaving it on the field.
we can get even lower. Let's start talking about the Leafs.
I was going to say something, but I figure I can't pile on. It's not right.
It's okay. I'm used to it.
Anyway, you were there with me at the beginning, Nachum, and I so appreciate you, being here talking about this and waxing nostalgic a little bit.
Yeah.
And
a lot of water under the bridge, Mr. Braverman.
A lot.
A lot of Niagara water under the bridge.
No, a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff.
Tashlach
really.
on the Canadian side or the American side?
So it's always been the American side. But
because they do say the Canadian side is better, right? Don't they?
This year.
Yeah, come on.
It is, right?
This year, I went over to the Canadian side for the first time. I walked over the bridge. And I generally take a picture and I send it to my it to my colleagues saying Tashlach. One sends a note back saying, "Hey, the
scene is different.
With the scene's different. Looks like you're on the Canadian side."
There you go. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Sends
I knew it.
Saying that's
there's no way you're seeing the Canadian side of the falls at that angle from the United States.
There's no way you're seeing that. And he was 100% right. It was.
You ever stop at Hamilton? Or never?
No.
Never?
No.
Because Buffalo to Toronto Hamilton's the middle, right?
Yeah, but I don't go. I'm not driving to Toronto. Right. I drive from here to Buffalo, and Niagara's 25-minute drive. I don't get as far as Hamilton. Although Yaakov Morel, a Nesher alum, I believe is still the principal there.
He is.
In the day school in Hamilton?
Yaakov Morel.
Rabbi Yaakov
How many
Morel.
years?
I'm not sure. I
mean, 5 years or 25 years?
No, it has to be over 10 years already.
Oh, wow.
It has to be over 10 years.
We have principals of schools. We have a few head of museums. We have executive directors. We have all kinds of people.
Wedding singers.
Wedding singers. Who's a wedding singer? We have all kinds of people.
Aside from yourself, are there any other wedding singers that went to Nesher that I should know about? Or are you the lone one? Well, you and Jeff.
I think I'm the only one.
Throwing me in.
Why not?
I think I'm the only one.
You're the only one?
Me and you, right? I don't think it
Does young Henkin sing or not?
Sammy, yeah.
He does.
I think he's part of the Y Studs.
Oh, really?
I think he's part of the Y Studs now.
Yeah, we have Silverman's part. What's it? Seth was also part of one of those.
Seth and our Chef Dave, formerly of
Dave
the Chevra.
Perlman of the Chevra. Yeah,
David Perlman.
Chef Dave.
Wow. All I know about Jewish music, and there's so much more I need to learn. Some other member of the old Chevra stopped me the other day. Was it him? I don't remember. It was at a wedding. You know what the problem is when you reach my age? You have a million encounters because we've met tens of thousands of people, and you remember nothing. I can't remember anything.
Less and less.
It's terrible. Like, where did this happen that this guy from the Chevra brought it to my attention? He was in and in my studio. Like you said, about coming to East Orange, so he came to the Jersey City studio. And, of course, I can't remember any of it. It's unbelievable. I just don't remember anything anymore. You know what the craziest thing is?
I'm sure Stacy will corroborate that.
I'm telling you, anybody in my life would. I used to have this thing on Shabbos. I'm sure you guys everyone must go through the same thing, especially people with who are always thinking. Creative people who always have ideas. So on Shabbos, I would commit to memory a list of things that I have to remember after Shabbos. 4 or 5 things I thought of over Shabbos. I must. So it used to be I'd be able to sit down after Shabbos and write the list. Now I don't remember one item on the list.
You can't take out a Bananagrams game and make a couple of little.
I didn't think of that.
MSG, Motzi Shabbos Google.
Yeah, but if you don't know what you're Googling,
you got to figure out how to remember it.
See, Shlagbaum's still young. He thinks that's an answer.
Yeah, I know.
All right, folks, Camp Nesher. We did our Monday morning tribute to their 30th anniversary celebration. Come say hi to Jeff Braverman and Johnny Shlagbaum. Jeff's got it easy. He's he's riding off into the sunset. It's Johnny who now has all those responsibilities up in camp.
Here we go.
He's the one that I'm going to send Josh Chaitovsky in to spy on him.
Promo pizza for everyone.
I don't need word about Jeff. I know he's sitting and relaxing in a hammock somewhere. It's Johnny that we're going to be looking at and paying attention to.
That's it. Sitting back. But
so I couldn't even ask Johnny to join me in downtown Lake Como for a slice of pizza. He's got to be on campus.
I'll be there. Don't worry about it.
What? Yeah. You would take 4 miles? How many miles is it? 4? Is it 5 miles?
2.5 miles.
That's it, just 2.5 miles. He would take the 2.5 mile trek to come and have lunch with me.
I'll be there.
In a heartbeat.
I'll be there.
The staff and the team that Johnny has amassed, the team that he has, they wouldn't even know he was gone.
Remember the days, Jeff, when we had 2 division heads? Now, What are there, about 15 for a camp, right?
There's a lot.
Yes,
There's
a lot of division heads.
And then there's an assistant
There's a lot more of everything.
There's a lot more of everything.
We got
I remember
everything.
the days that I drove the bus. I was the music guy. I was everything, all in one. As a matter of fact, there's a few people coming to this event. The opening year of Nesher, I drove. I went to. We had a bus stop. We had a bus stop in West Orange, and then we had a bus stop in Queens. And I drove one of those little school bus cheese boxes because we had an overflow and we didn't have anyone to drive it. I took that little cheese box school bus. I went and picked up.
Incredible.
So you got some of these kids who were on that bus singing Nesher songs.
I love it.
From Young Israel of Hillcrest.
Unbelievable. Yes, this is what happens.
Yeah.
I remember the days when there were like 2 nurses in the infirmary, right? And one doctor who occasionally showed up to camp, right?
Yes.
You can ask Chaim Hagler. There's an episode with me where they had to take me to B'nai B'rith. Because we
to see a doctor.
Because the doctor in camp, it was like it was like one of those transitions. Left Monday, we'll have a new one Thursday, that type of thing.
Yes.
So today you can't get away with that.
Not a chance.
No, you can't.
Not a chance.
No. Now they actually have. You can fill that in with a telehealth doctor now.
What do you mean?
There's a telehealth. There's a
that you can assign to the camp.
You can have.
So you don't even need a live person.
Technically speaking, you don't have to do it.
You wouldn't do that.
Yeah, no.
No, but there are camps that do it.
Yes.
Really?
But if you were really stuck, you could do that. You could fill in with that, with need be, virtually, and the nurse, he tells the nurse what to do, takes the vitals, whatever, gives the orders, whatever it is, checks
And in my case, they have to get a driver to take me to
Look
B'nai
at
B'rith.
that. Imagine.
The 4 drivers in camp. How many drivers are there now in Nesher? 12?
No, that's still a challenge.
Oh, yeah.
That's still a challenge.
Hey, Jeff, you want to drive this summer?
I'm ready.
He may end up doing it. You never know. You'll pull him off that hammock and say, hey, guy, we need some help.
Johnny knows I'm just a phone call away. I'm a phone call away.
Well, you'll be relaxing. I hope.
I'll be looking at pictures.
You'll be taking it all in.
You have to learn how to use social media first.
Imagine that we post pictures every night of campers. Every night we post these videos. Imagine this.
Details on why it's terrible, folks. Coming up in another conversation, but it's awful. But anyway. I mean, the fact that you open yourself up to a mom who's going to call camp saying my kid looked unhappy in a picture. Who on earth would ever do that? Who on earth would open themselves up to it? And you have no choice.
That's right.
Anyway.
But I digress.
No, I don't. What topic didn't we cover this morning? I need to know. There's got to be something we haven't gotten to. Anyway, Camp Nesher's 30th anniversary celebration. Pay honor to Jeff Braverman. Say hi to Johnny Shlagbaum. He will have camp applications for this Saturday night. If you want to be a staff member.
Yes. If you want to be a staff member. If you want to be a camper.
If you want to be a staff,
join the waiting list. If you want to be join the waiting list. If you'd like to be a
but if you want a good job, if you want a really nice, fun job with 2.5 miles away from some fancy kosher eateries.
Yes.
Very fancy.
Josh better know that I plugged him like crazy today.
I'm going to let him know.
Then you make sure to bring your pen or whatever they use now to apply to Camp Nesher's 30th anniversary celebration. Absolutely. And it's happening at Keter Torah on Romer Avenue in Teaneck this coming Saturday night at 8 o'clock. And here is the address to get your reservation in. It's campnesher.org/Nesher30, campnesher.org/Nesher30. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Johnny Shlagbaum, Jeff Braverman, and what hit of yours have we played multiple times in the last 2 years? We've played it for the last God knows how many years, but especially in the last 2 years here at JMM. Now, I know that you listen to JMM every single day, so you probably know the answer. I don't want to put you on the spot.
I would expect that it's Tefillah L'Shlom Hamdina.
Would you expect that?
There you go.
Thank you, gentlemen. And Mazal Tov. Enjoy Saturday night.
Thanks for having us.
A pleasure. More coming up. It's Shoresh, Jeff and Jonathan, and this is Tefillah L'Shalom Hamdina, JM in the AM.
Shabashamayim Zu Yisrael v'Gawalo Barech et Medinat Yisrael Rishit Tzmichat Geulatenu Avinu Shabashamayim Avinu Shabashamayim Zu Yisrael v'Gawalo Barech et Medinat